As a house cleaner, I often find myself thinking about all the other things I have to clean as I'm cleaning. So for instance, if I'm cleaning the shower, my mind is just running through all of the other things that I have to complete after I clean that shower. And what I found is that if I stop thinking about all of the other things that I have to do and just focus on what I'm doing at the moment, for example, cleaning the shower, I only focus on cleaning the shower. It makes it so much more bearable. I don't have that feeling of dread that I still have to do all of these other things. I'm only focused on completing that one task until I get to the next task, and then I focus all my energy on just that one thing. And as I'm doing that cleaning, I tell myself that I'm going to do the job as best as I can. Any job that you do it to the best of your ability and only focus on that. It makes it so much easier to get through a full house when you're not thinking about every single thing that needs to be done as you're doing something. So I hope that helps you.
Air fryers are so popular right now, but have you cleaned yours lately? Using parchment paper helps keep it cleaner, but it still needs a good scrub. Make sure to follow your manufacturer's directions. But for mine, I took the basket, filled it full of hot soapy water, let it soak for a little bit, then scrubbed it with the Rubbermaid Reveal. Rinsed it really well, and while it was drying, I took a hot washcloth, put a little bit of Dawn Power Wash on it, and wiped down the entire unit. It's important to clean around the heating element, but make sure you unplug it before you start cleaning out the inside. Once it's all wiped clean and dry, you can put it back together.
This apartment is covered in sticky soot from hundreds, maybe thousands, of candles. It smells like a bath and body works in here.
How long was this here? How did it get inside the dishwasher though?
OMG! I am obsessed.
Therapy? Why on earth would I go to therapy when I have this? Therapy is expensive and lasts an hour. This is free and lasts 2 minutes and 35 seconds. All my problems are gone.
Seek.
on my mind. we
Weep, I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright.
When I opened up this bag, I knew this was going to be an amazing restoration. This is Magic, and Magic suffers from floppy neck syndrome and has some of the weariest eyes I've ever seen. But that just tells me that Magic did his job in protecting his best friend Chloe every single night since the day she was born. More. Thank you, Chloe, for trusting me with your best friend. I know he'll continue to give you joy. Love you guys. Make sure you come back for part 2.
This grave belongs to a little girl named Nellie Hogan. Nellie was born in May 1873 and died June 20th, 1874 at the age of 13 months. Her cause of death was whooping cough, which was a pretty common killer of young children in the 19th century. Nellie's parents were Daniel and Alice Hogan. Including Nellie, in total they had 12 children. Nellie was the only one to not survive childhood. The other children were Josie, Jenny, Alice, John, Minnie, James, George, Etta, Frank, Herbert, Daniel, and William. About 3 years after Nellie's death, Daniel and Alice moved their family to Minnesota. They lived out their entire lives there. Daniel died in 1910 in his 70s, and Alice died in 1923 in her 80s. Nellie's sister, Jenny, died at age 45 of rheumatism and associated complications. Her brother, James, died at age 56 of a heart attack. Aside from those two, the rest of the children all lived into their 60s, 70s, or even 80s. The last of the original family to die was Josie, and she died in 1958. 2 of the Hogan children would go on to lose their own children. Josie lost her only child, a son, at age 12 due to a diving accident, and Herbert lost his wife and infant child in childbirth. All of the children lived out their lives in Midwestern states, including North Dakota, Iowa, and Kansas. Nellie's stone stood out to me because it appears to mark the only grave in this plot. The way plots were sold in this cemetery, her family would have had to buy an entire plot to bury her in a space. But since they went out to the Midwest, there was no one else to be buried there.